Now, the developed nations have been pushing for gun control in recent times following the widespread shooting of school children and other fun seekers by gunmen. While the debate surges in the global stage, the governors of Benue, Katsina, and Zamfara states have increasingly sought to arm citizens against bandits and other non-state actors who attack and kill with little or no resistance at all. No state actors have killed about 6,566 Nigerians between January and June 2022, while in 2021, gunmen killed up to 8,372 Nigerians. The death toll in Nigeria's Christmas Eve attacked by armed gangs has risen to 150, Plateau State officials said on Wednesday, while survivors and observers expressed outrage at the government's reaction. Plateau authorities say the unknown gunmen overran more than 17 local government villages, or local villages rather, across Bokos and two other districts, burning down houses in the attack. Now to discuss this, we're being joined by Jide Ojo, a public affairs analyst. Thank you so much, Mr. Ojo, for joining us.
My pleasure. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too. Now, Mr. Ojo, what are the potential short-term and long-term implications of the governors arming citizens in Plateau State, Benue State, Katsina State, Zamfara State, basically states in the north, against bandits and against non-state actors as well?
The consequences are very there because while in the short term, you may be able to get this small arms and light weapons regulated and tracked. In the longer term, these weapons given to these militia groups can also be turned against innocent citizens or as a weapon to amass wealth from people who may be kidnapped and, of course, who may be robbed. And that's the very concerning thing about just arming untrained non-state actors. I think the solution to this whole problem lies in us decentralizing the Nigerian policing system. Let's have the state police. This issue has lingered, the discussion over it since the advent of the Second Republic. We've been on this issue. In the First Republic, there was native authority police, there was also the regional police and the federal police. Why are we afraid of having state police that will be regulated by law, by the Constitution, and you can then account for these small arms and light weapons? As we speak, we should understand that the law is never against individuals bearing arms. There are laws on firearms. What it just says is that for you to possess those firearms, you must obtain license from the Nigerian police. And if you follow due process, individually you can actually bear arms. There is no law that says individuals like you and I cannot bear arms, only that it has to be licensed. And even for the majority of us, there are many individuals that carry unlicensed weapons. Hunters carry Dane guns. I'm not sure they have license for those Dane guns. Most of the neighborhood watch people that we hired to protect our communities carry Dane guns. Some carry other small arms, and they're never licensed. So it's a fluid situation, but we just need to err on the side of caution. I think the time has come for us to face headlong this the desire to have a state policing system. Just a few days ago, I learned Sokoto State established its own internal security agency, just like Cross River has done, just like even Southwest has done with the establishment of Amotekun. But all of these neighborhood watch and state established security outfits, they cannot bear AK-47, for instance, because the procurement of these sophisticated weapons is centralized. It's only the federal police that can do that. No state governor can go and purchase them unless he is doing it from the black market sources, which is illegal in itself. So we just need to unpack this whole show, this whole thing. Yes, I completely agree that people must defend themselves. It's within their constitutional right to defend themselves. But in defending yourself, you also have to be mindful of the long-term implications of having small arms and light weapons in hands of untrained non-state actor.
All right, Mr. Ojo, Mr. Ojo,
to misuse the opportunity.
Apologies, we're still talking about defending oneself now. We do understand that the underlying reason behind the governor's decision to arm the citizens is majorly because of the security threats, which we have clarified. But are there any alternative strategies, just like you said, having to defend yourself with these you know, whatever it is that they're using can be implicating for them as well. So are there any alternative measures or strategies that could be more effective in addressing the security challenges without having to arm the civilians?
I said that in that background, when your correspondent interviewed the PRO for Benue State, Kenneth, if I got his name right, he was talking about the size, the sheer size of Benue State, and to effectively police that large landmass is practically impossible. So if we don't want to go the route of having state militias or establishing a state policing system, then the federal government needs to do the needful. They need to recruit more armed security personnel, even if they want to, if the federal government deem it fit that it can go it alone by funding the security outfits called Nigerian police, the DSS, and other armed forces. If you want to do it, then do it well. Go make sure that there are enough boots on the ground. Right now, for a country of over 200 million, you have less than 400,000 policemen and women. So what is quite disproportionate. So that is the why, you know, many states like Lagos states, like Ekiti states, like Delta, and a few other states have established what is called security trust fund or police trust fund. And they make money from this trust fund, but they use it to help the federal police to buy arms and you know, support them in buying operational vehicles, communication gadgets, and all of that. But just imagine if a Lagos state that has the financial muscle is allowed to establish its own police system that will be trained, and there will be proper coordination between the federal police and the state police. There will be clearly spelled out areas of operation.
All right.
If it's about burglary and other small crimes, the state takes over. If it's bigger crimes, then the federal police takes over.
Okay.
It helps everybody.
All right. Apologies, we won't be able to take this conversation further, but thank you so much, Mr. Jide Ojo, Public Affairs Analyst, for joining us to discuss this issue. And we do hope, like you said, that the federal government does the right thing. Instead of resorting to arming the civilians, they beef up security, and we hope that that is, you know, a safe way forward. Thank you so much once again, Mr. Ojo.
Always a pleasure. Stay safe and stay blessed.
Of course.